Joe DiMaggio's thundering bat, Rocky Marciano's hammering gloves. During the 50s, across the nation, a universal interest was born: sports. Athletes became famous for their amazing abilities. We created new heroes, influenced by what they thought, by what they said, and by the way they lived their lives. In 1954, a young basketball coach had an inspired vision. If athletes use their celebrity and influence to sell common, everyday products,
why couldn't they, in a positive way, witness for Jesus Christ?
Other professional sportsmen, churchmen, and business leaders caught the vision.
And I was looking for an opportunity to use my influence as a Christian.
I had a church life in my background, but haven't been public with it very much. But he said that's the magic of it. It'd be real.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes was born. They put out a call to athletes and coaches from every corner of the country, and they came, treated by a host of champions. This was the first FCA conference, held in Estes Park, Colorado.
Influence of outstanding athletes from all around the country, as we had high school, college, and professional athletes there from all over the nation.
Top athletes showed what they were truly made of. Through it all, America heard how Christ had influenced their heroes. More conferences followed, and what grew was a desire to share. Athletes and coaches got together at their own schools and talked about things like integrity, sportsmanship, and most importantly, faith.
If there's anybody that should compete and just hit you hard in football and work hard to steal the ball or to block your shot or slam dunk over you, it's a Christian.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes, through the influence of coaches and players, used the powerful medium of athletics to impact the world for Jesus Christ. Their vision reached out to young people and adults, regardless of gender or color.
Fellowship Christian Athletes was just experienced a very steady growth. We witnessed to the sports world when there was nobody else to do it.
Spanning across denominations, school-based sports ministry empowered and encouraged youth and adults alike to demonstrate a steadfast commitment to their faith. Whether on the field or in the locker room, they learned to serve Christ in their relationships.
I was playing in the U.S. Open in Indianapolis at the time and had not the best opening round and was a little bit down about my golf game, but went there that night and saw 50 kids walk forward to accept Christ. And God really used that in my life, to put things into perspective and to realize what's really important.
For the past 50 years, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has made an impact on the young people of our nation. Its ministry offered them faith and values in the face of turbulent change. FCA made a difference in their lives. Now, they have grown into men and women who make a difference in the world.
I remember well the experience we had actually as a family, entire family up at Estes Park with one of the
FCA has had tremendous impact on me because when I was a 19-year-old young man, I went to the second FCA conference that was ever held out in Estes Park.
It's a great thing, and for me, it was very, very helpful as I was growing up, and I'm a big advocate for the FCA. I think they do great work.
That's the one thing that I probably owe a tremendous amount of my success to.
It's called influence, and it shines like a beacon from the history of this organization. And that influence continues today.